Hi there, it's Dr. BD of the Newborn Prep Academy, and today I was going to cover something that comes up every now and then when I see newborns at the clinic. And that is when a recommendation is made for a baby to sleep on their back, which is the safest position for your baby to sleep. But parents oftentimes can be worried that if their babies are asleep on their back and spit up or have some vomiting going on, that can lead to them choking on their vomit or the spit up. And that can really be completely I totally understand the concern, because as adults, that is sort of the feeling you'll get if you're laying down and happen to vomit, right? However, the reason why it is still safer for your baby to sleep on their backs or to be laid down on their backs, even if they're spitting up or vomiting or have a spitting up issue or vomit here and there, the reason is because of the way the relationship between the air tube or the esophagus and the air tube or your baby's windpipe, trachea, the relationship between them is such that it is safer when they are laying down, because it's more difficult for your baby to inhale the vomitus or spit up, or another word would be aspirate those contents into their lungs when it happens. And I'm just going to show you a picture here. It's from the NIH, National Institute of Health, and it really shows you the relationship when your baby is laying down. You have the air tube that goes all the way, the air tube is here, right? So that's your baby's trachea, goes right into the lungs, and you have air from the nose going in there to the lungs. And you also have the esophagus or the stomach tube, and that goes from here, right, in from the mouth all the way back there into the stomach, right? And so if your baby spits up, because of the relationship between these two tubes in a baby, when your baby spits up, it kind of pulls down here away from the entrance of the esophagus, if you can see that, right? And so it's kind of safer because they can easily just either spit that out or swallow that back down there, and there's a lesser chance of them aspirating that or inhaling that into the tube there, the air tube or the trachea. In the other position, when your baby is laying down on their belly, first of all, this is unsafe because your baby's nose is up against the bed sheets, and if there are other things obstructing your baby's nose, they may not be able to breathe as easily. But also the relationship of the trachea and the esophagus, or the stomach tube and the air tube, the relationship is such that the esophagus or the stomach tube is now on the upper end, and the air tube or the trachea is now on the lower end. And so there's some spitting up that goes on from the top there. It's easier to actually inhale that into the tube at the bottom there, right? And so yes, your baby can also spit that up or swallow that back down, but there is a it is more likely than less likely that when you compare it to laying on the back, that they can also aspirate or inhale that into the lungs. And so I can understand the concern when your baby is laying on the back and they happen to spit up or vomit, that they may actually inhale that into their lungs, but it's actually safer when they're laying on their back. So I hope that was helpful, and I hope it helps you have more peace of mind when your baby is laying and sleeping on their back, even if they happen to spit up, knowing that your baby is able to protect that airway in the vast majority of cases where there are no abnormalities, and even when they are, that's still a safer position to sleep unless a professional tells you otherwise. Well, again, this is Dr. BD of the Newborn Prep Academy. I'd love for you to access some free resources that I have wherever you're watching this video. There should be links where you can click into it and take advantage of those resources. They're all geared to help you understand what to expect from your newborn, especially when you're having your first one, and what to expect, how to release mom guilt, how to care for your newborns confidently. And I just would love for you to click in and take advantage of them. There's also the newborn preparation course, wherever you're watching this, or the baby prep essentials masterclass that you can access, that really has great information and prepares you to receive a newborn or care for them if they've been recently delivered. Wherever you're watching this video, if it happens to be on YouTube, go ahead and hit that notification bell and like the page so you never miss an episode when one is released. Otherwise, like the page wherever you're watching this on social media. And again, I'll be having another video for you next week. So come back and there'll be one here. Take care. Thank you.